away we go. So, okay, guys. So if we come to attention to the jump. Okay, so we're going to warm up with some star jumps today. So we're going to do 50 star jumps going around in a circle to warm up. So we go 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, give, yodel, hop, yodel to the side, give, stop, stop, go, look, chill, hold, two, sit on the back, high, set, net, gas, gas, give, yodel, hop, yodel to the side, give, stop, stop, go, look, chill, hold, two, sit, last 10, 1, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, give, yodel, hop, yo. Excellent. So from here, rolling the shoulders forwards, so, and backwards. Okay, neck exercises, so hands on our hips, and up, middle, down. So we've got 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. You got left, middle, right, 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. Yoda. So feet slightly past shoulder apart, stretching over to your left. So 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. Yoda change. 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. Yoda stretch forwards. 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. Yoda. So from here we turn to our right. Stretching forwards, 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. You'll drop to the ball of the foot, 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. You'll change, side edge, 100, 2, 7, 8, gas, gas, heel. You'll pull the foot, 100, 2, 7, 8, gas. Yes. You're here, come up on the heel, sit back, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel, you're change, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel, you're jump, and stretching forwards, so here, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, you're bring your right leg inside, left foot forwards, stretch again, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, you're to the side knee, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, you're grabbing the heel now, could stretch out to peak jump. 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, yoga, yoga. Change legs. This time your left leg inside, your right leg out. Stretch forwards, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, yoga to the side knee, 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel. You gotta grab the heel, stretch out, so 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel, yoga, hop, and yoga, and get both legs to the inside, just shake your leg loose. Okay. So we're going to start with hands behind our back. Again, we're going to press with our bum muscles and knees towards the floor. So 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel, yodel, up, and yodel. And then grab your ankles, press your elbows on your thighs, push them down. 100, 2, 7, 8, yes, yes, heel, yodel, and then legs apart. Again, just as wide as it feels comfortable for you. Okay. And again, we're just going to stretch forwards, on the hips, reaching down, set, net, das, yes, yoga. You're stretching your left leg, set, net, das, yes, yoga. You're to the right side, set, net, das, yes. Your legs together and shake your legs. Turn to your right. So again, we're going to do either knees to the chest, this stretch here, or if you want to try the plow stretch, lift over your head. Set, net, das, das, your forwards. Last time, legs apart. Again, whatever's comfortable for you. Position here. Okay. Stretching forwards. Good. Set. Net. So you're turning to your Good. Set. Net to the center. Das. Yes. Yield. Good. To right. Good. Set. Net center. Das. Yes. Yield. Your legs together, guys. Shake loose. If you've got your front, get from here. We're just going to try and push up. Stretch, set, net, das, yes, you're all of it, push your heels to the floor, set, net, das, yes, you're this way up. Just rotate the hips to the left, set, net change, das, yes, you're check. So we're going to start today with some blocking and punching techniques, which we kind of started on Tuesday. So if you go into horse stance, again, if you don't have a lot of space to practice, you can always just adapt your space and rather than moving, just practice on the spot. So we're going to start with a bulky middle punch. So we're going to bring that left hip forwards. What I want you to focus on today as you're doing the punch is to pull back this left hip, and as you pull back the hip, the arm comes back at the same time. So we're working on just pulling in the technique. I think this hand will go out naturally on its own anyway, so it's just really about pulling in on this hip. So again, good horse stance, and the elbows nice and tight. So let's do slow middle punch to start with, and we'll work on just twisting the hips, pushing them in, pushing the back out there. Slow middle punch, so in. So that right hip's now out. 2. Just think of the hips coming in, coordinate with the arms. Set, in. Head, in. Yes, in. In out. Yes, in. So 1 count, 1 punch. So 1 count. 2, set, head, das, yes, yo, hop, yo. Here, first count, we're going to do punching, and then the other hand comes on top. We're going to low defense. Okay, so we're going to work on that technique. So from here, first count, reverse punch. So right hand's out. Now left hand on top of your shoulder. Turn yourself to the left hand side. And then low block. Excellent. So from here, we change our hands over here, and then we throw a punch. All right. So we 1. This way. Good. Now the right hand on top, blocking 2, and you defend. Excellent. And then this guides us to where this hand's going to punch. So we try to recoil here, and then we punch. Okay. In this way. Good. Hand on top 2. This way. Okay. Reset. This way. Good. And then right hand 2. This way. Excellent. Reset. Good. Left hand on top 2. This way. Reset. Last one. This way. Good. Reset 2. Good. And then back to the center. Good. Just put our right foot back. Right foot back. Okay. So up Podoriki front stretch kick. So when we did the stretch kicks before, we want to avoid, if we can, bringing our foot all the way behind us. What we want to do is come up, stop our foot, then step back. So when you do the technique here, up, stop, and step back. So you go up, stop it, and then you step back. All right? So you're not bringing it all the way behind you. You're actually just moving your whole body back. Okay? So up, probably you won't count. Lift, stop, step back. 2, up, and step back. 10, lift, and step back. 10, lift, and step back. Yes, up, and step back. Yes, up, step back. More, lift, and step back. Good. Change your stance. Again, swapping to the other side. So again, same thing. I'm going to show you first. Lift, stop, and then step back. Remember we talked about last time, crossing the arms as we step back. So, so lift, and then step back. 2, up, Bororigi, and back. 7, up, and step back. 10, up, and step back. Yes, lift, and step back. Yes, lift, step back. Last one, and step back. Good, and borrow. Excellent, and shift. Okay, so tonight's class we're going to work on stepping and sliding techniques. All right. So how you basically start finding your space. So sometimes when you're sparring, if I move my front leg first, it tells my opponent that I'm moving towards them. Sometimes just by doing this back leg moving, you're still advancing, but your partner isn't always aware that's happening. So if I just show you, if I put my thumb here and I advance, you see there's a little bit of a space with my finger there, yeah? So if I start this with my leg there, I've actually taken this much of a step forwards, all right? Without giving away too much to my partner. So what we're going to work on is just stepping this way, and then we're going to do inside out kick, okay? So we step, and we inside out kick with that left leg, okay? So because you're in a sparring stance, your shoulder is already forwards. So all you have to do is lift your leg up and then just do a circle and then step forwards. All right, and that is our technique. So by the count, so right foot back, sparring stance, step and kick. So step, kick, and then advance forward, and then step back. Good. 2, inside out kick. Back. 10, step, kick. So you notice on the kick, we're not coming behind us. We are stepping, kicking, and we're stopping our foot in front, and then stepping forward. Good. Hit, step, kick, and reset. Just controlling the hip, and then tussle, step, kick, and back forward. So remember, we advance forwards with this step. Step back, tussle, step, kick, step forwards. So again, we're not kicking, putting our foot down and then stepping forward. What we're actually doing is kicking, stopping, and then just advancing forward. Okay, here we go. Yes, kick, and step forward. Good, one more. Step, kick, advance forward. Perfect, right. Okay, so let's swap our stance. We'll do the same on the other side. Step and kick, step, kick, and then step forwards. Good. So the kick doesn't have to be particularly high because we're not really striking our opponent. All right. For me to throw an axe kick at someone is a brave thing to do because you're probably going to move away. Right. So what I'm actually doing is I'm looking to take away the person's guard or their hands. Right. So the kick doesn't have to be up here. It could be here. Okay. And again, 2, step, kick, advance forwards, lovely, step back, tussle, kick, step forwards, lovely, and back, tussle, step, kick, step forwards, step, kick, step forwards, last one, step, kick, and step forwards. Perfect. So I'm just going to bring Master Bob in just to kind of show you what we're doing. So if I just put me over here. So what I was saying about sparring. If we're sparring here, just come forward with your arms, sir. Okay, there is a gap. I have got to somehow close this gap down to be able to strike. Right? And how I do that is in stages. Rather than me just going for a kick and hoping, if we build it up move by move, we should be able to gradually creep our way into the zone that we need. So this kick here is to take away his guard, because usually with us, it's long guard, not short guard. So here we are just bringing the guard down and stepping forward. Now we've created, we stepped forward and now we're now in the striking zone, okay? Rather than being too far away. So what we're going to work on now is the same thing. We're going to kick here, and then it's back fist straight to the side of the head, okay? So if I just show you from the side view, when you do your kick this way, it's off the floor. That's when you step and back fist at the same time. Because if you just step down and then step forward and back fist, it's too long of a move. So what we're going to do is unisort parkour chagi, tura, cut one kongyek. We're going to throw the back fist to the side of the head or the back of the head. Quick. So right foot back. Good. All the way through. Left kick, left back fist. Step. 1, 2. And then reset your stance. Good. Number 2, up, in. Okay, excellent. Try it again. 10. Back fist. Good. Remember to cross on the back fist. Right, always protect your body. Boom, this way. Head step. 1. And back fist. Good. Tassel. In. Yeah, excellent. Nice. Yes. Good. Last one. And reset. Okay. Again, another reason for crossing is when you do a back fist, if you're just striking without grabbing, there's no need to bring this hand down. You can just literally do that. But this assumes you've got hold of the person. Right from here, and you're pulling them towards you. So being able to cross here is going to redirect the arm to where I can grab it, and then you can throw your strike. So look at this, bringing your arm to your shoulder as redirecting the arm if it comes back up again, because it could be, if I'm already sat, all right, that I kick him from here, and as I step forward, he brings his arm back up again, all right? So I grab it here, and then bang, there's the strike. Right, so that's kind of why we do that. So again, if we put our left foot back now, same way through here, kick, cat one kongyek to the head. Right, so wide count, back in and reset. Good, step, back fist and reset. Good, head step, kick and back fist. Reset your stance. Good. Head step, kick, and back, and reset. Good. Tassel step, kick, back fist, reset. Whoa. Tassel step, 1, and strike. And step back. Bottom. Good. So next move we're going to do, excuse me, what's going on again, is Sandan kongyek, okay, high punch. So whenever you strike here, all right, the ability to throw the punch is the next logical move, because you've already committed this side of your body to get some power now. So we'll do the kick this way, the back fist. Now we're nice and low, we can drive the punch to the head, all right, but you have to have a low stance to be able to drive your punch with any power. If I'm too high, this is quite weak. This is much stronger because you can really pull your hip in. We talked about that at the beginning of the class, about bringing your hip in. Because we focus a lot on just throwing the hip forward. Sometimes this is the break. This needs to come in to allow that punch. So we're going to add on that right punch on the end now. So let's put our right foot back. Again, we're doing it from the sparring style. So 1 count, 3 moves, kick, back fist, reverse punch. So step, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, high punch, sandan kongyek, and then reset. So think of your high punch as punching your opponent between the nose and the mouth. There's a lovely pressure point there. If you hit it, job done. Okay. And again, 2 step, kick, back fist, punch, and reset. Lovely. Okay. Head step. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, the axe kicks. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking about this. We usually taught to axe kick to go as far that way as we can, right? And that is absolutely the correct thing to do. But when you're just taking someone's arm down, you don't need to go all the way over there. Just lifting your leg up here, and that short axe kick, that's all you need, right? Because it's not a power kick, it's just to bring the guard down, all right? So, again, yes, step. 1, 2, 3, and then reset. Good. Step, kick, back fist, punch, and then reset. Excellent, guys. Last one. Castle step. 1, 2, 3, and then reset. Okay, so let's bottle. Okay, sure. So I'm sticking just on one side today because when you spar, generally you use one side. Okay. So once you've done your reverse punch here, you see this hip is already committed, right? So what we can do from there is we can follow it with a roundhouse kick. Because this motion here, we can do a front kick, but it makes much more sense to keep the momentum moving into Dori or Chagi, right? So what we'll do is we'll go left kick, left back fist, right punch, right roundhouse kick, and then reset our stance, right? Dori or Chagi. The round kick can be to the body or to the head, up to you. I think body's better. It's a bigger surface area to kick. Head kicks are lovely. They're lovely and flash, but not that practical, okay, unless you want lots of space. So from here, right from back, 1. So all the way through, 1 count, all 4 moves. Step, kick, back fist, punch to the head, roundhouse kick, and reset. Good. So again, we talked about on Tuesday about the different types of arm positions for roundhouse kicks. You can bring your arm down this way. This gives a lot of momentum. It's a very strong kick. Or you can keep your arm up and protect yourself. That's more of a speed kick. So both are correct. It's a personal preference. What do you prefer? Staying short or power. Okay? So, and again, number 2. 2 step. Kick, back fist, reverse punch, roundhouse kick, and reset. Good. Step. Step. Kick, back fist, punch, Dori or Chagi, and back. Okay? So, on the roundhouse kick, I'm going to slightly change how you bring your foot back. There's a difference between sparring and technique. Okay? When you do technique, you are looking to make the movement beautiful. When you spar, the uglier it is, the more effective it is. So you can get away with kicking and sparring, putting your foot down and carrying on. What we want to create after that roundhouse kick here, there, is to bring the knee back and then step down so it looks nice and clean, nice and tidy. And all that's doing is it's showing good control of your body. Right? Hyung channel, control of power. Right? Because we can throw the leg, lose control of our leg, and that's the martial skill, I guess. Right, so we just carry on, guys. Good. Okay, we're on yes step. 1, 2, 3, kick, and then reset back. Good. Excellent. Good step. Kick, back fist, punch, roundhouse kick, and then reset back. Good. 2 more. Good. Step kick. 1, 2, 3. Roundhouse kick. Reset. Last one. Good, guys. Okay. Yo, step kick. Back fist, punch, roundhouse kick, and reset. Good, guys. And both. Okay, so I want to work on turning techniques now, or spinning techniques. There's 2 ways you can throw a spinning back fist, or or a turning back fist. And we're just going to cover one way today, which you might have done before. So if we start with our left foot forwards, first thing we're going to do is turn our back on our partner, which I know is a crazy thing to suggest, but this is a follow-up move if you miss them, right? So for the drill, we're just going to work on doing that movement. So first thing we're going to do is step, and then we're just going to spin and throw a back fist from there, okay? And then reset our stance. So we go step, back fist with the right arm, step back. It's a bit like a jam Capcom conjure for a double back fist. So if I show you from the side view, if you watch my stance, it goes from like a modified front stance on the heel to a very, very short back stance or cat stance. So the legs are cat stance with the arm out here. So it's modified front, you're literally, your legs are doing this. They're rocking back. You're sticking your bum out to allow you to get that arm all the way around. If that makes sense, yeah? So cat stance, arm comes around. We do this movement a lot, so you know, okay? Right? So I'm just using one side of the body. Okay, so right foot back. Good. Like a step. Lovely. And then from here, turn and back fist. And then reset. How we do this, okay? Yeah. So Master Bob's keeping an eye on everyone, make sure that you're okay. If you see my leg, my back leg, I'm actually stepping past my back leg. So if you use your legs as your guide, turn and then spin. So always step past your leg. Okay? Set, step, good, and turn. And back fist. Lovely guys. Okay? Again, just step, turn, and back fist. So what I'll do is I'll do it from the side view so you guys can see as well. Okay? Step, turn, spin back fist over here, reset your stance. Good. Step, turn, spin back fist, reset. More. Step, turn, and reset your stance. So this is a lovely technique if you throw a roundhouse kick or you throw a yotsudo and you miss, they duck out the way or something like that, you just continue with your movement. So what we're going to do to start, we're going to work on that yotsudo principle, which is the ridge hand, right? So with the ridge hand, it's coming nice and close so you guys can see. Hand position is you're going to put your thumb on the inside of your hand, and then you're going to work on using this whole area. So ridge hand is not, if I borrow Master Bob, it's not a hand technique, because if my hand hits his head, I'm probably going to break my fingers. But if my forearm hits his head this way, poof, it's going to knock him out. Thank you, sir. So think of it as a whole forearm technique rather than a single hand technique, right? So how we're going to do this, if I just show you first, yotsudo, spin back fist, right? It flows really nicely, okay? So from the side view, again, you see yotsudo, spin back fist. We work on it's circular techniques, right? So let's put right foot back, sparring style, all the way back. Okay, first count. Let's step in yotsudo, step. Good. From there, turn, two, spin back fist. And reset your stance. Good. So Master Bob's going to keep an eye on you guys. Two, step, yotsudo, spin back fist. Reset. Yeah, then it's okay? Yep, that's good. Show for the side view. Set, stop, yotsudo. Yeah. Spin back fist. And reset your stance. I'll show you from this side. Good. Yeah, so step, yotsudo, and then spin back fist. And reset. Yeah. Step, block. Two. Turn. And reset. Good. Two more. Yo, step. Spin. Reset. That's one. Go. Step. Spin. And reset. Super guys. Well done. Okay. So this time we're going to throw the same technique off a lead leg roundhouse kick. Okay, so usually when we do the lead leg roundhouse kick, we tend to advance forwards, right? But again, if they block us and then they advance towards us to shut us down, this is a great technique to throw from your rear side. So if I just show you the technique, I'll I'll do it slowly for you. Kick, drop your knee down, spin back fist. All right, so I'll show you from this side. Again, step, kick, drop your leg down, and you spin back fist. So if I was borrowing Master Bob a second, okay, so just so you guys can see, if we go the other way, so this side here, if Master Bob parries my lead leg kick here, and he advances towards the forward self, boom, there's the spin back fist. It's the whole of my forearm that hits around the head. Thank you, sir. Okay, so if you've got someone who's good at blocking kicks and likes to come in and strike, that's how you would deal with that. Just one way you could deal with that. So let's work on kicking and dropping. So if I start you again from the kick here, we're just going to drop our leg into that position there. And then when I say the next count, we'll turn it to the back fist. Just want to make sure everyone can kick and land in the right place. So again, right foot back, in this position. First count, roundhouse kick, step, kick, drop the foot. Good. 2, turn, spin, back fist. Reset your stance. Okay, everyone got it, Master Bob nodding. Everyone's doing good. Okay. Number 2, step, kick, drop, turn, back fist. Excellent, guys. Reset. Yeah. Step, kick, drop, spin, back fist. Perfect, guys. Okay, everyone happy with that, yeah? Position good, sir? Okay, so let's do one count all the way through. Roundhouse kick and spin back fist. Now, think about your roundhouse kick. If you're going to set this up and you're looking to strike the head, so if I could wait a second, don't go ahead, don't do a head kick. So if I go for the head, Master Bob blocks the head kick, and I turn that way, his arm's already in the way. So we want to get his arm down here. So how do we do that? We kick the body there. So block. Now I can step and I can hit him because the arm is in the right place. Thank you, sir. So when you do the roundhouse kick in the drill, don't go high, go rib level. Here, kick, drop. Right? So right foot back, this way. All the way through. Roundhouse kick, spin back, step, kick, drop, turn and kick. Reset your stance. Good. And again, 2, step, kick, drop, turn, spin. Step, and then reset. Step, kick, drop, turn, spin. Step, step, kick, drop, turn and kick. Right? So don't feel you have to do the classic pull your leg back. All right? You can literally kick out and just drop your foot down. No need to pull back. All right? So, how that makes sense? Good. Yes, step, kick, drop, spin back fist. Yeah? Yes, step, kick, drop, spin back fist. Last one. This way. This way. Yeah. Yo, step, kick, drop, spin back fist, and borrow. Good. And shot. Excellent, guys. Well done. Okay, so just turn around and adjust toe box if you need to. I'll come to the morning. Just checking here how we're doing the next part. Okay, guys. Good. So we're going to do some Hyung. So we'll cover kind of all the grades today. So if we start with basic form 1, all right, and then we'll do no hanchi chodan, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. So basic form 1. Think about going in the shape of an I. So what I will do is I will do the form with my back to you. So imagine I'm standing in front of you in class. So when you do basic form 1 for the right belts, you always go left first, over to the right, and back to the top of the room, right, in that little I shape. Right? So again, just follow as best you can. I know it's not ideal on Zoom because you don't get the best view. All right. So come to attention. Come to attention. Jump. First count, we're going to step and then go. Step and defend. Okay, so that left leg is forward. Okay, stepping forward, reverse punch. 2. Stepping forward. Now, again, and what little way to imagine where you're going is if you look over your right shoulder, if you move your arm, that kind of tells you the direction that you're going. And that front arm and that front leg do this motion as they move here. So step 2, turn, step and block. Step forward and punch. 2. This way. Okay, now, facing towards me, we're looking over our left shoulder. We're going to go that way, towards the top of the room. This way. 3 punches. 2. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky, right? You've been moving our front leg up to now, but we're now going to move our back leg. So I just show you guys first, if you stay where you are. Back leg comes round, and then we step to the side. Great. So let's bring our back leg up. Turn, and then step, and defend. Good. Step forward and punch. 2. Now that's the front arm and the front leg, moving in this direction. Turn, and block. Good. Step forward and punch. 2. Now, looking over your left shoulder, you're going now to the, looking away from the computer to the back of your room. Turn and block. So turn and block. You should have your back to me now, hopefully. Okay. Yep. Stepping forward, right punch. Good. Stepping forward, left punch. 2. Good. One more. Set. Shoot. Good. Now look over your back shoulder. So if you look over your left shoulder, you should be able to see the screen now. I'm looking over my left shoulder. That back leg's going to move. Turn. And block. Step forward, punch. 2. Good. Front arm and front leg. Turn. Block. Step forward. 2. Punch. Good. Yep. And left foot, borrow. And shot. Okay. And that is basic form 1. Okay. So let's have a go at Naihanchi Chodan, which is a red belt and black belt form. Okay. So white belt, have a go. This is a great form to learn. You only have to go in a straight line. So your form basically goes this way, just 2 directions. So imagine you're on a straight line. So this is all about close range fighting, about elbows, knees, forearm strikes, head hits with the forearms. So come to attention, chumbi. So Naihanchi Chumbi, bring your left leg up, okay? Bring your right hand on top, turn, and drop down. So our right hand is on top, our left hand below. So I'm going to do this form facing you. So I'm going to be the mirror image. So your left leg comes across and we drop our weight down. So we just go 1 in this position. 1. Here, your right hand comes underneath, step, back of your hand strikes. 2. Strike. So see how the arm is chopping at the last minute, it flips back this way. So it doesn't come away straight away this way. This, last minute chop. There, elbow strike. 2. Now you see the hip is in and the hip is out. This position, back to a elbow. So short block, and then hip, short punch. 2. This way, short punch. Good. Now, your right leg steps across, step. So you can cross leg, I stop. This arm is bent. Step and block. 2. Step and block. Okay. So this block is in the center of our body now. All right. This hip is back. So a low defense strike. 1. Here. Circling. High low block. 2. Good. So just check your block. It's not like that or like that. It's this way. Okay. Set in. Arm, fist, and elbow together. First, up and turn. 1. This position is twisting the wrist. So you come back 2, and then up, twist the wrist the other way. 2. This one, twist. Good. Short elbow. And then double forearm. This way. Good. This is the first up. Then crossing our arms, back of our hand opens this way. This way. Good. Short elbow. 2. So the strike here. Hip is forward. In we go. Short block. 1. Short punch. Hip. 2. Step 1. Excellent. Right foot comes up. Cross. Inside that one. 1. Left. Right punch. Good. High low block. This way. So again. Here. In we come with the elbow strike. Up, 1, turn the wrist. This way. Good. Hip is forward. 2, up. Hip is forwards. In, and then striking. Good. And bar off. Up, and down. Excellent, guys. Well done. So let's have a little bit of an explanation of what you're actually doing. I think this is going to help you obviously understand what this is. So let's take this move, all right? This technique, all right? This is actually a kick or a sweep, right? You can sweep someone off their feet doing this, like a throw, but you can also off balance someone. So if I borrow Master Bob a second, this form deals with this sort of fighting. Clinch, grappling here. Okay, maybe Master Bob's got my head now, 2 hands. So if he's got my 2 hands here, if we take the, if we take the first move, which is this movement here, all right? What I'm actually doing is putting my hands across his body, and I'm putting my arm across his neck, and I'm forcing him away like this. I don't think you see that over here. Okay? I'm just trying to get the best camera angle for you. So Genta, here. On top here, this traps his arms. Now he can't move them. Across his face, and we push. And this is how we break this grip. Now the sweetener is this little technique here. Up, boom. Grab me, sir. Okay. No one's ever going to grab you standing like, standing like this. They're always going to commit one leg forwards. Right? So if you commit, usually it's the left leg. And then we just kick it here, pop, inside of the thigh. Go this way. So again, we kick the knees this way. So if I grab him here, put my arm across his, kick him, and then push him, then we escape. Thank you, sir. Okay? Super. So that's what we're doing here. The other thing is Hadamaki. Okay? Hadamaki is a takedown. Right, surf for a second. All right? So I just think the best way to do this. All right? So if you go left, right foot forward. All right? So what we're basically doing is we are stepping here and we are doing this movement. I'm grabbing onto Master Bob so I don't actually take him, but you can see the arm across here, my foot is here, right against his hip. There, and then this motion. So you can imagine if you do this, where Master Bob would end up on the floor. All right, thank you, sir. So this is what this move is, basic form number 1. Okay, so let's work on, let's do some 3-step sparring, right? This is something that black belts usually do, but why don't we all have a go today? So let's work on number 1, or ilbon. So 3-step sparring, we're basically stepping back 3 times, right? So we come to Chumbi, so we're going to move our right foot back first, step back, and we're going to chin down, chin back with the knife block, this way. Block. So we step back, we block this way. Back stance, and we chop block. Okay? So 1, step back. Good. Again, step back, 2, we block. Good. Now, we're going to side step, and then knife block, 2, this way, block. Punch the head. Good. And then right leg's going to kick. That's inside that kick. And then step back. Okay. So again, I'll do it facing you guys this time. All right, so back to Chumbi. So right foot steps back. 1. Good. Reset. Step back. 2. Good. Excellent, guys. Side step with the right foot. Set. Block to the side. Super. High punch. Shoot. From there, on this sort of puck for a change. Inside out kick. Step back. Okay, sir?
That's good. Yep.
Okay, that is 3-step number 1. So let's do that a couple of times before we go into a bit of conditioning. Right? So, okay, guys. Right foot steps back. Now, for Dan members and red belts, this is for you guys. Little extra tip. Close your body this way. In. Step back. Okay. So again, from here, see how to close the body. Close the hip. Step back and block. Okay. 2. Step. Lovely. Side step. Side step. Block. Set. Block. High punch, net. Good now, there's that kick again off the lead leg. That's kick. And then reset the stance. One last time, and then we're going to a little bit of conditioning. Okay. So, should be 1, 2, step, set, step and block, head, punch, toss, kick, and shoot. Okay, so if you've got a training partner with you, which I know most of you have you got a cushion you could perhaps have a little go with? Yeah, we've got a cushion over here, sir, just over there. Perfect. All right. We're going to do a little conditioning drill called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So basically, what we're going to do, we're going to do 5 kicks on one leg, then 4 kicks, then 3 kicks, then 2 kicks, then 1 kick. All right. And the kick today is going to be a roundhouse kick. Okay. So if you have the pillow, or if you're lucky enough to have a pad, just hold your pillow this way for the roundhouse kick. Or if you have a paddle pad, just hold the pad directly with your partners. Okay? So if I just show you the drill, all right, if you hold it directly, all right, we go off the back leg, and I'll do it super slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we switch our legs and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we switch our leg again and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we switch our leg again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, then 2, then 1. All right, guys? So that's the drill I want you guys to do. Now, if you're training with multiple people in the room, I know, Ellie, you've got both boys with you. Let them do 5 kicks and then keep swapping every time. So 5 kicks, 4 kicks, 4 kicks, 3 kicks. And just do 1 leg today. That makes it just easier that we all stay together. Okay, so if you can face your partners and you have the pillow up, Sonny, I know you're training on your own, so just keep fresh air like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, just do 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. All right. So I'll keep fresh air for this drill. All right. So right foot back, and against each other. So it's 5 kicks. 3, then 5 on the other side. 2, 3, 4 kicks. 2, 3, 4, 4 kicks. 4, and 3 kicks. 2, 3, 3 kicks. 2, 3, and 2 kicks. 2 kicks. 2, 1 kick. And that's your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 drill. All right, guys. Again, it's not about power. It's about just speed and conditioning. Speed and stamina, that's right. So inner or endurance. That's a good inner endurance. All right, guys, has everyone had a go? So if you haven't had a go, guys, let me just come over and have a look. Do a little swap, guys, yeah? Good. I know some of you are still going, so it's fine. Okay, perfect. Lovely. Kind of wears you out, this one. Good. Better done in a class when you can all do it as a group. Okay. Super. So breathing wise, if you're out of breath, think about big breath through your nose and then out your mouth. Again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. That just kind of calms your cardiac system down, gets some air back in the lungs. Okay, just slows the heartbeat down a little bit as well. Okay, so just again, in. Okay, just calm down. So just check on how everyone's doing. Make sure that you're okay, guys. Lovely. Okay, super. It's a good drill. Good drill. Perfect, guys. And borrow. Well done, guys. Let's do a little bit of just stretching down for the class, yeah? So if we start with our just our left leg forwards, we're just going to push our leg forward this direction and just push our bottom backwards. We stretch, Hannah. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. Yes. You're good. You're changing our legs over. To the other side, Hannah. Good. Set. Yeah. That's it. Yes. You're good. You're good. Both feet together. Again, reaching forwards. Hannah. Good. Set. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yo. This time bring our knee up to balance, pointing our knee down, toes down, sorry, Hannah. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. Just bringing the hip forwards now. Again, balancing Hannah. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. Change sides. This time the left leg comes up. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. Knee down. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Okay. Again, we're just going to put our legs apart. Okay. We're going to sit back on our left leg, keeping our foot flat on the floor. What we want to do is push our bum backwards. It's called a Cossack squat. We're just going to hold, push, lean forwards. Do. Set. Neck. Das. Yes. You change legs, so over to the other side, foot flat on the floor. Again, just pushing your bum out, leaning forwards. Do. Set. Neck. Das. Yes. You. This time, look front, just turning the toes out, grabbing the elbows on the knees, grabbing the ankles. You can press out with your hands. Do. Set. Neck. Das. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so let's do the static stretch. Is a really good one for helping you as well. We're going to do the side kick static stretch. So we'll start just against the wall. We're going to hold the side kick position just for 20 seconds. All right? We want to try and kick the leg as high as we can. So this is another way of stretching, working on static stretching. So knee up, and then extend. Do. Set. Neck. Das. Yes. Yoga. Yoda. Up. Yo. In. Suck. Suck. Oh. Yo. Chill. Up. Good. Sit. And then change sides. Okay. Again, same thing. Stretching out to the side. Again, 20 seconds. Knees up. Extend. Do. Set. Neck. Das. Yes. In. Yo. Up. Yo. In. Suck. Suck. Oh. Yeah. Chip. Up. Good. Sit. And now we're lovely. Okay. So take your hips. Do. Set. Neck change. That's. Yes. Yo. This time we get arm across the chest. We're going to stretch out the up. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. You're behind the head. Or the triceps. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. The last couple of stretches. Arm across. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. Your arm behind the head. Do. Set. Neck. Yes. Yes. Yo. Excellent. So come to attention. Check. Kenya. Smoother. Pop. All right, guys. Good class today. Lovely. Good job.